In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. If you travel to the Western world and the people who have been there, they will be better able to understand what I am talking about. But even the people living here in Pakistan, they can watch it on the YouTube. What is happening there in the Western world? Men and women, they think that their youth is the only life they can enjoy. Later on, they have to fall in the boredom and loneliness. The women in the Western world, in the Western countries, they are working very, very hard to keep themselves young, to look young, and to look bodily attractive. They are working very, very hard upon it. They know that as long as we look attractive, we will be accompanied by someone else. As soon as the attraction in our body goes down, loses, maybe no will be available to us. And the people who do have to pay the time to us, have to accompany us, they will be accompanying us only because of our body. So we do have to keep our body attractive enough. We do have to look young enough. These women keep their bodies, quite a lot of, their bodies as naked. Their legs are seen naked. They are usually found wearing the mini skirts and naked shoulders as well. So they do have to, they are doing everything else they can to look young on the one hand, and they want to look bodily attractive on the other hand, because these women know as long as we are looking attractive, as long as we are looking young, we will be enjoying the company of someone else. It could be a husband, and more than that, usually these women are accompanied by their boyfriends. So the boyfriend and the girlfriend, once a person does become adult, then they spend their private time with their girlfriend, with their boyfriend, and during this they do have to look attractive. The men have to look strong. The men have to need to have money in the pocket. But as for the women are concerned, though on the one hand they are working very hard to earn some money because they have to bear it, they have to bear their own expenses. On the other hand, they are working very, very hard to look young, to look bodily attractive, because it is their bodies which can make them friends, and which can provide them with the company, because even during the winter season, in most days of the winter season, not all the days of the winter season, these women are seen parading in the bazaars along with their boyfriends, and even though they are accompanied by their boyfriend, even then they are keeping their legs naked, their shoulders naked, and if at all in certain days of the year they are compelled to cover the whole of their body, they will be wearing a kind of dress which makes every body part of theirs as very clearly visible, which makes their figure looks more and more visible. That is a kind of unending competition going on in the western countries between the women. If at all a woman does not remain attractive anymore bodily, it means that she will not be having the company, she will not be able to have a husband or a boyfriend And as for the rest of the people, as for the rest of the relationships are concerned, these relationships are rarely seen in the western world, because once a person is a child, then she will be taken care of by the parents. But as for the parents are concerned, there are so many cases of the single parenting, because their mom is living alone and the husband or the boyfriend is not with her anymore, and she do have to take care of their girl or boy child, and she have to go to work. On the one hand, she will return, and then she will be found cooking, cleaning, washing, taking care of the children. The woman in the western world have to be very very competitive. She have to do a kind of herculean task to somehow to keep the things going. And women living in our society, these women too are seen so desperate to be in a western country. They are seen marrying the men even 30 years older than them. Why? Because they too want to be in the western world. They want to earn a passport of that particular country, but once they go there, they start living there, they come to realize that they have to work like the men, because everyone else is equal over there. But once they come home, they have to cook and wash, they have to clean and have to take care of the babies, although their men play a little bit of role in it as well. But as for the single parenting is concerned, as for the women who are not accompanied by their husband or their boyfriend, they have to do all that. I am of the view that the women here in Pakistan, they are better than the western women in many ways, but we don't understand it, we don't try to realize it. It is although a very much important fact. Why we don't try to understand it? Because we are, unfortunately, we are westernizing our culture, and we are maybe blindly running behind the western world. Maybe whatever positive is there, and there is a lot of positive things which we are not so interested in adopting, learning and adopting. But as for the negative things from the western world is concerned, we are seen so eager, so desperate to learn and to adopt, because by doing this thing we will be falling in trouble, we will be making our own life somewhat torturesome.